Hello, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Muniruzzaman. I'm the program manager for engineering, electrical, and telecommunication programs in the College of Vocational Education here at RMIT University. I welcome you all at today's presentation, where I'll give you an overview of our associate degree programs as well as the advanced diploma programs. Next slide, please. I would like to start with the acknowledgement of the country. RMIT University acknowledges the people of the Oi Orang and Bun Orang language groups of the Eastern Kulin Nation, on whose unceded lands we conduct the business of the university. RMIT University respectfully acknowledges their ancestors and elders, past and present. RMIT also acknowledges the traditional custodians and their ancestors of the lands and waters across Australia while we conduct our business. Next slide, please. RMIT is committed to redefining its relationship in working with and supporting Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander self-determination. The university's goal is to achieve lasting transformation by maturing its values, its culture, its policy, and structures in a way that embeds reconciliation in everything we do. In line with the principles of Bundil, we are changing our ways of knowing, working, and being to support sustainable reconciliation and activate a relationship between Indigenous and non-Indigenous staff, students, and community. On the screen, you can see an art. Its name is Urungibik, which in English means law of the land. This was installed in the new academic street in 2018 to signify a long-lasting spiritual connection to the country. Next slide, please. I would like to mention to the audience that you are most welcome to use the QA chat while I'm talking. My colleagues are working at the background and are ready to answer your questions. Please feel free to type in your question, and I have a number of colleagues working in the background, and they will answer it to the best of their abilities. Please go ahead and simultaneously you can put your QA chat in there. Now I'll give you an overview of our vocational engineering programs and can provide you with a recognized pathway into the Bachelor of Engineering programs at RMIT. Our programs are world-renowned and allow students to work across a variety of disciplines to replicate the real-world experience they will need once they start their career. These recognized pathways enable you to transfer from one RMIT program to the other, while being acknowledged for the previous study. We call it credit transfer or recognized prior learning. This also means that your previous study may reduce the duration of your course and save you money and time. We have two distinct pathways. The associate degree one, a 2-year duration for a full-time student, and the advanced diploma one, also a 2-year duration for a full-time student. Now let's get started with the associate degree. Next slide, please. These are some of our associate degree students in their learning mode. Next slide, please. One of the questions that could pop in your mind, why should I choose associate degree pathway? What are the advantages? Well, there are several advantages. This would be probably one of the fundamental points the number of fundamental points I would make in terms of our associate degree. The first one is, during our teaching, we emphasize on practical hands-on learning. So we encourage students to do the things, learn the concepts, and do the things in the lab practically or in a simulated environment. These programs, there are associate degrees, like first year we have common, then we have got 6 majors. And in that major, we have advanced manufacturing and mechatronics, aerospace engineering, civil engineering, computer and network engineering, electrical electronics engineering, and mechanical engineering. So after the first year, which is common for all, you choose your major. Next slide, please. As I mentioned to you already, that it is our one of the biggest, the important point is basically our associate degree is a practical hands-on emphasis during learning and teaching. It saves you a bit of money as well in terms of the tuition fees, because it's less expensive compared to the bachelor degree program. It gives you a guaranteed pathway into relevant bachelor degree programs with exemptions of 192 credit point, which is equivalent to about 2 years. So basically what you do 2 years, of associate degree and go straight into the 3rd year of the bachelor degree program. It's guaranteed. Our associate degree is fully accredited by the big industry body, which is Engineers Australia, which means that not only you can work in Australia, your qualification is recognized and you can work in Australia, you should be able to work in other countries who are the signatories of the Washington Accord. There are 16 countries there. So your qualification would be recognized in all those countries. You can go and straight away after completion, get a job as an engineering associate. Now, some of the finer points of associate degree. Now, a lot of people think, why should I go into vocational? What sort of facility RMIT will be providing us? We can guarantee you that you'll be using exactly the same facilities like a bachelor degree student. Same library facility, very similar computer labs, very similar level of engineering labs. So you would not be treated as a vocational engineering, so you have less facilities. The facilities for a vocational engineering student and a bachelor degree student would be exactly the same. Other point, there are other benefits also. One of the benefits would be after the completion of 2 years, you get a certificate for your associate degree qualification. And then when you join and complete the bachelor degrees in another 2 years, you get another certificate for Bachelor of Engineering, which is exactly the same as other bachelor degree students. There is no difference in that. So you end up having 2 certificates during this 4-year period. One of the big advantages of associate degree is it's a standalone qualification. What does it mean? Meaning if you decide only to do associate degree and then decide that, okay, I want to go for a job, you're most welcome to have a job. Even sometimes, we prefer it. You go into the industry and have a job with your associate degree. Learn to correlate what you learn in the classroom and what in the industry. That matures your experience. And when you come back for your bachelor's, your place in bachelor degree is guaranteed. So after completion, 2 years, you decide to do a job. Go ahead. 2 years, 3 years, come back. Your position for bachelor degree is already kept and guaranteed. That is probably one of the biggest reasons why you should not hesitate to choose associate degree. In terms of the performance of our students, our associate degree students are doing very well in the higher ed. They're topping the classes. I can give you one example. Last year, one of the students from civil major, he became first among all the students of higher ed. So these are some of the very important advantages if you join our associate degree. Next slide, please. In the first year, you will be learning fundamental courses for engineering, which are essential to build the knowledge base on top of which you will be doing your major. So you'll be learning mathematics, physics, you'll be learning electrical principle, engineering materials, engineering management. Like you'll be having hands-on experience with engineering equipment, like in industrial studies. You'll be looking into learning into computer applications like AutoCAD, SolidWorks, CATIA. These will enable you to jump into the next phase and take your major. So the first year, you'll be doing 8 courses, 4 in each semester. Then you select a major, move into the next phase. Next slide, please. These are the second year courses that you will be doing. In aerospace, you'll be doing courses like aerodynamics, aircraft systems and integration. In civil, you'll be doing steel design, fluid systems, structural analysis, soil mechanics, roads and transport, concrete design. In computer, you'll be doing network fundamentals, internet working technologies, transmission media, computing engineering. In major with electrical, you'll be doing advanced electrical theory, industrial manufacturing and control systems, electronic applications, digital system design. In mechatronics, very similar courses you'll be doing, industrial manufacturing control, computing, mechanics of solids. In mechanical, you'll be doing mechanics of materials, mechanics of machines, thermofluids, industrial manufacturing and control. Overall, you'll be doing all these courses, and your knowledge base, when you build your knowledge base in the 4th semester, all of you will be doing a capstone project, which is a 24 credit point for each of the major. You'll be doing an engineering project where you learn to use the things that you have already learned, and you'll now go and get a product. Often the product will be a civil engineering structural design. It could be a model aeroplane. It could be a model car. It could be a PLC system, the programmable logical computer system, which would be used in manufacturing. It could be developing a network or server configuration in the computer and network stream. So these capstone projects are probably the core of our learning. And once you complete the first year and the majors in the second year, in the 4th semester, you do this capstone project, which is very, very popular and gives you a strong foundation to move into the next phase, either joining the industry or going to the higher ed. Next slide, please. Now I'll be talking about the pathways. This is extremely important for associate degree as well as advanced diploma. We have got 9 pathways for associate degree. From associate degree, advanced manufacturing major, you go into Bachelor of Advanced Manufacturing Mechatronics. If you complete associate degree in aerospace engineering, you go into Bachelor of Engineering, Aerospace Engineering honors. When you complete civil engineering major, you go into Civil and Infrastructure Bachelor degree program. When you go into the electrical one, you can go into 2 programs, electrical and electronics engineering. And can I have the next slide, please? You also go into the electrical mainstream bachelor degree program. You also, when you complete the mechanical major, you go into three different disciplines. You can go into pure mechanical engineering, you go into automobile engineering, as well as sustainable systems engineering. So mechanical gives you 3 different pathways. The next slide, please. When you complete the computer and network major in associate degree, you can go into Bachelor of Computer and Network Engineering honors. So these are the 9 pathways where you do the first 2 years with us. Then if you choose to go into bachelor's, you can go straight into the bachelor's in the 3rd year, 1st semester. You carry with you 192 credit points, and which is equivalent to about 2 years. And if you decide to go for a job, you can go for a job, learn, have some experience, learn the values of what you have learned with us and how to implement them and how you can relate them. Come back for bachelor's, you'll be doing much, much better. But the most important part is your entry to bachelor, your place in bachelor is guaranteed. Next slide, please. Now I'll tell you about something of the prerequisites, so the entry requirements. Now, if you are a current year 12 student, you need to have completed VCE units 3 and 4 with a study score of at least 25 in EAL or 20 in English other than EAL. For mathematics, you must have completed Unit 3 and 4 with a study score of 20. For maths only, any maths and or equivalent studies in that. For non-year 12, special tertiary admissions test, STAT, you'll be, or you need to satisfactorily complete in any math course, mathematical methods or maths, special mathematics, which is equals to 1 aggregate point, and satisfactory completion of physics equals to 1 aggregate point. I would like to also mention here about the ATAR of joining our associate degree. Now, associate degree is a pretty competitive program. The minimum ATAR for you to apply would be 40, but we get ATAR from as high as 80. Imagine that you wanted to do civil engineering, bachelor's, but you end up getting 81, but the requirement is 85. So what do? This is where our pathways comes in very handy for you. You can basically apply here, get into associate degree, complete our program, go straight into the bachelor's program. Or for some reason, maybe because of lockdown or any other your personal reasons, you couldn't do well. So your ATAR is in the 45, 50 region. Yeah, come here and join us. It will be competitive, but you can throw your application in. Once you qualify, you can then basically forget about what happened in the past, do your best with your associate degree, and you'll be going straight into the bachelor degree program. Most of our students straight away go into bachelor's. 95% of our students go into bachelor degree program. But you have the option of going to for a job or come back at a later time, or straight away go into the bachelor's third year. Next slide, please. In terms of career options, the major defines your career options, basically. For example, if you do aerospace major, obviously you can go into aerospace industry as an aircraft engineer, maintenance engineer, or engineering associate, or aerospace design engineering associate. Why I said associate? Because you'll be not directly working as an engineer, but you'll be working as an engineering associate, helping the engineers. After you complete your bachelor's, you will then become a full-fledged engineer. But having said that, most of the skills you need to do the engineering, the preliminary of it, we deliver. So you are ready for your electrical engineering associateship. If you do your civil major, you can work in the civil and structural fields as a laboratory technician, research assistant, construction supervisors, or CAD drafts people, right? So drafts persons are very common in our industry. It's a very valuable job. You can join them. If you do computer and network engineering major, you can have your career in networking, internet working technology, IP telephony, network design, or network support. With a major with electrical and electronics, you can work in electronic design, service engineering, or microprocessor programming. Students with a major in mechanical can go into the automobile industry, right? They can go into the sustainable systems engineering as a design and process engineer, engineering associate, production planner, automation specialist. So there are a range of careers that you have. I only listed a few of them to give you a sense of what you can do. All depends on what major you choose. Next slide, please. This is some of our students in advanced diploma, our next flagship program, and besides the associate degree. Now, advanced diploma is a bit different compared to our associate degree program. Its duration is 2 years. It's a 2-year qualification, but they're competency based. Can I have the next slide, please? So this 2-year program is you, from the very beginning of the program, you choose your discipline. So it's very focused, very specific. If you choose civil, you go into civil. If you choose electrical, you go into it from day one. So it gives you necessary skills and knowledge base to go straight into a job. It also has a pathway to bachelor's program where you, after completion of 2 years, you go into the 4th semester. That means you get about 1.5 year equivalent of credit to go into the bachelor's program. So the options are open. Why? What are the basic fundamental difference between associate degree and advanced diploma. One difference is your entry requirement, and the other one is the way we deliver it. The way we deliver advanced diploma is more hands-on and it's more competency-based, and you go into specific skills you develop. So we give you targeted skills, targeted knowledge, which would be directly related to your job that you will be focusing on when you start your career. Now, we have got several majors in advanced diploma. We have aeronautical engineering, in advanced diploma in aeronautical engineering, in civil engineering design, computer systems, electrical engineering, electronics and communications engineering, and mechanical engineering. So there are 6 majors you can choose if you want to come into the advanced diploma. Next slide, please. What are the advantages of the advanced diploma? We have looked into the advantages of associate degree. The biggest advantage would be, for example, say your ETR was not good enough or you didn't have mathematics. So this is where you can come in and close that gap and then proceed. After the completion of advanced diploma, you won't even remember that you didn't have a good ETR or you didn't have mathematics in there. So this is probably the biggest advantage, that if you do not have math or do not have any ETR, you can go straight into the advanced diploma engineering technology programs. And you start the program with a specific specialization, but you will have pathways after 1.5 years. You will have pathways into the bachelor degree program if you choose to do so, or you can join the industry, you can do that one. It is more hands-on compared to the associate degree, more targeted skill that we teach you, knowledge base, and your performance on that. That's how we proceed with the competency-based ones. No mathematical prerequisite, as I mentioned to you. These programs, most of these programs are accredited by Engineers Australia. Mechanical, electrical, and electronics and communications are fully accredited. Aeronautical and computer system programs are provisionally accredited. And we are looking forward to getting accreditation this year for the aeronautical and computer systems as well. Civil major, as is new program, has just been introduced, civil engineering design. We have got provisional accreditation, but we are hoping to get accreditation by this year. Next slide, please. The pathways offered in advanced diploma is pretty straightforward. From mechanical, you go to bachelors of mechanical and automotive engineering, which is pathway A and B. From the aeronautical one, you can go into Bachelor of Engineering, Aerospace Engineering. When you have civil engineering, you go straight into Bachelor of Civil and Infrastructure Engineering. But look at the 4.5 years. That is one of the comparisons between associate degree and advanced diploma. You take 4.5 years, 2 years of your advanced diploma program, and 2.5 years you need to complete your bachelor's degree program. Again, like associate degree, you get 2 certificates. After the completion of the advanced diploma, you get 1 certificate. After completion of the bachelor's program, you get another certificate on bachelor's program. But remember, please, the bachelor's certificate you get is exactly the same bachelor's certificate that a student would get if he starts bachelor degree from day 1. So you don't lose anything. And the gap that you had, if it is HR or if you didn't have math, all is forgotten. You have moved on and you have achieved what you wanted to do. Next slide, please. From the Diploma of Electronics and Communications Engineering, you go to Bachelor of Electronics and Communication Systems Engineering. From Electrical Advanced Diploma, you go into Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Engineering. From Pathway GE, from Electrical, you also go to Electronic and Computer Systems Engineering. But remember one thing, the duration will be 4.5 years compared to associate degree, which is only 4 years. But then again, if you don't have math, if you don't have the HR, this would be the way to go. This would be the pathway for you. Next slide, please. As I mentioned to you, no pathway, no HR required at all for this one. And successful completion of an Australian Year 12 Senior Secondary Certificate of Education or equivalent is your prerequisite. Non-Year 12 applicants may submit additional information during their application of when they put their application in the VTech. Also, please remember that we have got this SEAS program which is to bring more female students in there. You can apply for when you are putting your application for BTech. If you're a female student, you'll get some advantage to get into our advanced diploma programs. Next slide, please. Industry connections, we have projects. Many ways we are connected to the industries. We bring in projects. We do the things that we needed to do in terms of for our learning, which you'll be doing while you are going into your work as a engineering associate. So we work on industry projects with real clients. Our students work with that. We take part in local and overseas work placements, as like sometimes in Germany, and you have to apply for that as an exchange student, and sometimes it's paid, sometimes unpaid. We enter project competition just by leading industry experts like World Skills, and where students come up with fantastic projects, and RMIT has got good track record of getting first and second place in the past years. We attend field trips and clinical and studio practices, and we receive mentoring by industry professionals. We have guest speakers. We have site visits. We take you to different sites. We show you the manufacturing processes in real time. So these are the ways we connect to the industry. And we frequently bring in industry experts so that they can give you the perspective of the industry and encourage you, and you learn from them. And that would inspire you to do better in your studies. Next slide, please. This is one of our students, Sebastian Mollison. He is doing he has done advanced diploma in electrical engineering with us, and currently doing his Bachelor of Engineering Electrical and Electronics program. He's one of our very good students. Next slide, please. Luke Simpson. He has completed the advanced diploma civil engineering, and he is currently working at Traffic and Transport Designer, Wallbridge Gilbert Aztec, and he's based in the Melbourne Traffic and Transport team. He's doing very well in the industry. So that would conclude my presentation. Now I have a few minutes to answer your questions. And if you have any questions, I'll go into the question, and if it has not been answered, or if you need a more detailed answer, I can give you that one. Thank you very much for listening. I'll go into the questions now. Okay, we have got one more slide, is the semester. Basically, the semester will start, semester 1 starts in the 7th February 2022, and the semester 2 starts on 4th July 2022. I think the opening, the VTech application will open from 1st of October. Wish you all the best, and we wish that you will join our program. Next slide, please. Thank you for listening, and it's the question and answer session. I will try to answer questions, and some of my colleagues are also there. They are also already answering. So let me see here what questions you have. Oh, there are plenty, and I think most of them has been answered. When can international reply? International students, you can apply, frankly, now, but it all depends. Look, some of the courses at the present situation of COVID-19, we are delivering our courses in a hybrid model. In advanced diploma, there are not many courses that you can apply. You can join us, you can apply, get admitted, but because they are not done fully online. For the associate degree, we are doing the first semester of the course online, partly. For international students, if you're interested, you can join the first semester of associate degree and complete. So that would be semester 1 of 2022. And we are hoping that by mid 2022, we'll be opening up. So you'll be most welcome to join us face to face on campus. So international students, you can apply certainly, but whether you will be able to come, that also depends on the COVID situation now, unfortunately. At the current state, I don't think we'll be opening up anytime this year, but hopefully early next year we'll be opening up. So you are most welcome to join us. How many days? Our timetable is something very interesting, really. The way we designed our timetable, we are very conscious of the fact that many of our students will be working to support them. So our timetable is basically between 3 to 4 days. So we give you at least one day off for your work, even often even 2 days off. So you will have a compact timetable in between 3 and 3.5 days. So rest of the time you can work to support yourself, or you can do a study and do whatever you want to do. Frankly, we have about 20 hours of face-to-face time. Now, when we say face-to-face time, because of the lockdown, we are currently having a hybrid model. Some of the lectures are going online because the number is a bit big. Tutorials are sometimes online, sometimes on campus face-to-face. All our labs are face-to-face currently. So this is the scenario. I think this will continue for a while as long as COVID continues. And I believe that all our lectures are recorded, and all our tutorials are also recorded if it is delivered online. So you can go back to them if you want to, whenever you want to. Okay. Um, Let me see if you have any other questions. Oh, sorry about that. My mic wasn't really working. I hope that you can hear me now properly. What is the fee for associate degree? I think after the presentation, you can go. Joshua will direct you to the main section where they can answer you about the fees for associate degree and the bachelor's program. Is there any pathway to environmental engineering? There is no direct pathway to environmental engineering. But what you can do basically, you can complete the civil engineering program here in associate degree, go into the civil engineering program, do one semester, then you can switch from there to environmental because that's the closest program. Now, you may not get the full 192 credit point in environmental, but because we don't have any contract, we don't have any agreement with them for articulation into the environmental program. But having said that, your case would be judged on a one-to-one basis, and to the best of my understanding, probably you'll get around 164 credit point. So it's quite a bit of one, between 140 to 44 to 100. You don't get the entire 192 credit point, but you can certainly, if you can't get into the environmental engineering program, bachelor's program, you can most certainly get in here, take civil pathway, and then go into the environmental engineering bachelor's program. Yes, you can apply for associate degree advanced diploma preference you can give. Yes, depending on your 8R. As I told you that for associate degree, you can apply if your 8R is 40 and above, but the median 8R is about 60. But in the past, I think for different majors, we got to 8Rs up to 45, 49, 50, like that. So depending on what 8R you have, you can, but most certainly you can apply for both and give your preference accordingly. Is there any year 12 uni enhancement for these courses? Yes, to some extent. We have. We have a fantastic study and learning support system at RMIT, where you can be given additional support besides your classes, besides all our fantastic teachers. You will be given extra support for math and science, which is extremely valuable for students who had a gap, who had quite a few gap years. They can come back and they can just refresh themselves and get that and find that support very useful. Uh, which is a higher qualification, associate degree or advanced diploma? I think Amita answered it very nicely. Yes, it is AQF 6, but two are two different concepts. The advanced diploma is more competency based, as it's more focused on the skills and skill sets and the knowledge base. And the associate degree is a curriculum based one, more focused like a higher one. So associate degree, I would say it is not purely vocational. It would be a hybrid, part vocational, part higher ed. But advanced diploma is a more purely vocational program. But both are AQF level 6. So in terms of AQF, it is practically the same, but the way we deliver it is a bit different. What kind of maths you taught? We teach you, we refresh you in terms of your calculus and in terms of your functions, variables, your numbers, complex numbers. We cover all these to refresh yourself, which you have already learned. On top of that, we do the numerical series, numerical analysis. We have statistics in there. We have uh, a number of other topics, higher topics, Laplace transformations there, Fourier series there. So those things you learn from your numerical modeling, you learn in your mathematics 1 and mathematics 2. Yes, you can apply to bachelor directly. Yes. You can put the preference in there. You can put associate degree as your second preference, because again, both the bachelor degree program and the associate degree program are competitive, meaning it's not guaranteed. Students are ranked by their 8R, and but you can certainly apply to bachelor's, and you can put associate degree as your second preference. Yes, if you believe that your 8R is good enough to go into the bachelor's program. Yep. Um, Okay, I would like to just supplement Chris's answer on, could you please tell me how many students you accept into advanced diploma and associate degree each year? Advanced diploma, there is no cap. As for associate degree, there is a cap from the government, yes. But last year we took about 360 students, and our cutoff ATAR was 44, if my memory does not betray me. It was about 44 for the associate degree. So that answers your question a bit more detail. Again, advanced diploma, no cap, associate degree ranked, and the cutoff ATAR was 44, and we had about 360 students enrolled last year. And that includes also the local students as well as international students. If you have only completed further maths, you need to have, I don't, it's not enough for you to join the associate degree, um, uh, but you can go for your advanced diploma. You need to have unit 3 and 4 of maths, any maths. We have lowered it to, previously the requirement was math methods, but we moved from math methods to make the entry requirements a bit simpler. So you'll be, but anyway, you need unit 3, 4 of maths there. But having said that, you can always do 1 or 2 math courses from the Open University. And the reason I'm saying now, many of you, I think it will be very useful for you to go back and plan it to do courses in October or even earlier. They've got short, compact courses. I think Melbourne University also runs one course in mathematics. Open University runs one course in mathematics. If you do them, then you fulfill your entry requirement. You can join our associate degrees very easily. Okay. Let me go to some earlier questions. I think all are answered. I'll wait for you to. Okay, I have done my master's in mechanical engineering, but I'm getting more side on supply chain. What are my options? You have completed. You haven't mentioned what is your bachelor's in, but obviously you can try if other majors. As for the industry demand is concerned, our civil students, the job market for civil students are very good because it's infrastructure maintenance, infrastructure development. We always have high demand for civil. You can try that. You have the new trend of mechatronics. That is another field if you have any liking for that. You also can join electrical electronics because that will open up other windows for you. So even mechanical, you can. I think once you have done mechanical masters, there is no point for you to come back to our program doing mechanical. But if you definitely want to try other discipline for job purposes, I think you can do that. Yes, people. The chances are very good if your ATER is 45 and above. Chances are very good. If it is below 45, we have lowered our cutoff point to 40. I think if it is below 40, you can't apply. Between 40 and 45, we can't guarantee you. But above 45, my guess is you should be able to get in to associate degree. Again, I can't guarantee it because if we get students with higher ATAR, it's ranked, all are ranked. So probably lower ATARs would be left out. But you can always join our advanced diploma programs. They're as good. And only with an extra 6 months, you can basically come and join. There is another pathway probably I didn't mention, which is important. You can complete your advanced diploma 1 year, then you can join the associate degree. So basically 1 year of advanced diploma, and you go into the second year of the associate degree, you complete your associate degree, go straight into the third year of the bachelor's program. And if you take this path, you also would be completing your bachelor degree in 4.5 years. Or you can complete your advanced diploma in 2 years, go into the fourth semester out of the 8th semester in the fourth semester of the associate degree, bachelor's degree, and then complete it in 4.5 years. Okay. So I answered that. I'll wait for some more questions. I'll see that if there are any other questions that I can give some supplementary answer. Does the pathways and course take the same time to complete as the normal degree? I think I've already answered it. If you take the associate degree to complete the bachelor's program, you don't lose any time at all. It's 4 years. If you choose the advanced diploma pathway, it is 4.5 years. And if you take the advanced diploma and associate degree, and then the bachelor's program is also 4.5 years. Sorry, it will be first year, and then you do 1 year of associate degree, and then complete 2 years there. Sorry, 5 years program. You do 2 years of bachelor's, 2 years of associate advanced diploma. Come to the first year of second year of associate degree and then go into the bachelor's program. So it will take you 5 years. So there are three different pathways available. Let me reiterate the whole thing. For the associate degree, you do first 2 years in associate degree, complete it, go into the third year of the bachelor's program. So you take 4 years, no loss of time. You do advanced diploma for 2 years and then do 2.5 years of bachelor's. So you take 4.5 years. Or other option is you complete your advanced diploma, and if you choose, you can do 1 year of associate degree and then go into the bachelor's program. It will take 5 years. So generally, that's not a very popular one because there's no point of losing 6 months. You can go, if you do well, if you complete your advanced diploma, you're eligible to go into the 4th semester of the program. So you can complete it in 4.5 years. By the way, I just wanted to mention one more thing is there is no GPA requirement for our associate degree, meaning you complete our associate degree with pass only of all the courses, you will be eligible to go into the third year of the bachelor degree program. There is no GPA requirement. Could the associate degree be a pathway into double degree in bachelor's engineering computer science? Yes, you can, but that's not a straightforward one. You go into the Bachelor of Computer and Network Engineering, and after completion of the first semester, you then can apply for a double degree program. So there's a bit of a detour, but you can most certainly do that, yes. Um, no, we do not have any physics requirement. At this point, we do not have any physics requirement. Only the requirement would be math and English. So if you don't have year 12 physics, doesn't matter. You would not be, we start from the very basic level of physics. At the same time, the RMIT Study and Learning Center will give you extra support for physics and mathematics. So you don't need any physics year 12. So that is not a requirement. I don't see any other questions in here. Let me go up and see. Is a software engineering course a good pathway for game programming? Probably not. I think Nick has already answered it. But you have the option of going into the IT associate degree. Okay. And I'm getting no comments, no questions yet. We still have time. If you want to type in if your questions, I'll be happy to answer. Again, summing up, basically, till I get a question type. This would be the pathway that opens various windows for you. These pathways. If you do not get your desired ATAR, these pathways are the way to go for you. And that's why our associate degree program and advanced degree, these are well sought after programs. We have a huge student number in these. I've got another question. Let me answer that. Could the associate degree be a pathway into double degree? I've answered that. Are we required to download any programs for the associate degree first year? No. All your learning materials will be delivered through a learning management system we call Canvas. And you don't have to most of the resources will be available to you through the Canvas. You don't have to download. You can download, of course, but no, you don't have to download any program. All the learning materials would be available to you online. Yes, the associate degree was 42.95 last year. Sorry, I said 44. We don't know what will happen this year, but it's a competitive one. Yeah. Thank you very much for giving the right one. Yes. Pathways for double degree is basically all our 9 pathways of associate degree are, and the pathways for advanced diploma, you go into a single degree, not double degrees. So the point I was making, if you want to do a double degree, you first enter the single degree program, complete first semester of that, and then because you become an internal student of the higher ed program, destination program, you can then choose courses in a way to do the double degree. How do I say that? There is no written document for that, but many of our students who went from our program to these higher ed destination programs, they did choose this pathway to go into the double degree programs. But you can't straight away go into the double degree from SSD because we don't have any articulation agreement with that. I think George has answered it nicely. The associate degree program hands-on from the start. It is a combination. We have hands-on components of that, the labs and the practicals, the designs that we do. But there are a bit of a conceptual part of that. You need to develop your knowledge base as well. This is a bit of a difference between advanced diploma and associate degree. In associate degree, it's more focused on specific skills and very specific knowledge and competency. So yeah, there are hands-on components, quite a significant amount, but not as much as you'll find in the advanced diploma. Okay. So in year 12, I can do a uni enhancement for these courses. Um, if you do not meet the math or English um, entry requirement, you can improve it. Yes. Do a uni enhancement. Okay. Can I do a uni enhancement for these courses? The question is not very clear. What do you mean by uni enhancement? If it is for entry into our program, you need to meet the requirement for our associate degree program. If it is for our advanced degree program, advanced diploma programs, we don't need to. You don't need the enhancement. When you join us, then of course, if you are eligible to join us, we can always support you with additional. We can always offer you additional support through our study learning center on top of what we already deliver. Thank you very much. We are almost coming close to the end of the session. Thank you for listening. We welcome you and we look forward to having you with us. We look forward to having you with us. And please remember your VTech would be opening in 1st of October and make the right choice. Whatever your heart says, we presented our case. And we hope that we will be having you with us next year in February. Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone for joining and listening to the session. Thanks a lot. Oh, I've been muted. Anyway, thank you for listening. We are at the end of the session. For more information on these programs, be sure to check the program information available on our website. Detailed information is available. If you missed it, I think the coding would be also available, so you can go back, or you can always email us and contact us so we can give you the information. Thank you for taking the time to learn about our globally renowned programs. We look forward to having you with us soon. Thank you. I've got one more question. I think Bishajit has answered it. Yep, Josh, we ready to end? Thank you. Thanks, all the best to you. I can answer this one. Yes, you can do either. You can apply through VTech, or you can apply directly to RMIT. Again, I would emphasize on the entry requirement of associate degree and advanced diploma. Please note that if you do not qualify for associate degree, you are most welcome to go into the advanced diploma. It gives you practically the same pathway, only half a year, 6 months more. But 6 months is nothing compared to what you wanted to achieve in life. For the example, for the first year students, we choose the subjects, or are given, the subjects are fixed. We give to you. There is no choice in the first year or the second year. Most of all the subjects are core subjects we teach, because it's a very compact program, 2 years duration. We can't really give you the options of many subjects, because we have to build your knowledge in the first year and then expand on that and give you the knowledge of each of the major. So we don't have much room to play in here within this 2 year period. Okay. I think we're coming, we're hitting right on the dot, 4 p.m. And I'm also probably done. Thank you very much. Thank you all for attending. And thank you for the support, George, Amita, Gita, Vishajit, Nick, Josh. Thank you very much. Alyssa, thanks a lot. Bye.